What is up, YouTube? So today I want to talk about a kind of like a cool project and talk a little bit here about Presearch, basically. So I started this channel, as I said in the past. I started this YouTube channel specifically so I can talk about other things than just smartphones. So my main phone or my main channel on YouTube is only about phones. It's only about phones, and I don't want to put my vlog videos there. I don't want to put my cryptocurrency videos there because I know that people that subscribe to that channel, they subscribe to watch phone content. So that's basically why I made this new channel. So I started to experiment with, I'm just gonna see, okay, 1 minute in. I started to experiment with cryptocurrency in January of this year, 2018, and I've mainly been spending the last 8 months, or is it 9 months soon? I think so. 8 or 9 months being focused on cryptocurrency. The reason is because I see that as the future technology that's basically going to change the world. It's going to change everything in the world because it monetizes each user. And so I started off with phones, making phone content, technology, when that was the cool new thing between 2011 and up to 2017, sort of. But then I sort of realized that 2016 smartphones sort of peaked. It was at the end of that era of, super cool things with phones. I mean, these days we only see gimmick features. Phones have reached a matured stage. So it's not as engaging anymore. I know the updates, they're barely anything new. The hardware, there's barely anything new with phones. So I wanted to give that little introduction here before I go into this video, because this is going to be the first kind of cryptocurrency video that I make on this new channel. And this channel is also going to be a lot about philosophy, just making vlog content, because I'm kind of experimenting with going into a more personal brand approach, since I noticed that a lot of people are more interested in me as a person than just the phones, and people want to know more stuff these days. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a lot of cryptocurrency videos basically on this channel because it's the future. I see that this is where this is a topic that takes months and years to understand. It takes a lot of education, and that's why I need a separate channel for it, because it's so much to go over that you can't just cover it all in one video, because it takes hours and hours and days and weeks and months until you sort of get a grasp of what is going on here. But what basically is going on is that everything is going digital, okay? So with cryptocurrency, that's basically the future of value, or the future of money, the future of stocks. So every company is going to have these tokens that they're going to give you. You're going to be paid in tokens for everything you do, basically. For example, I get paid every day in the ActiveFit token just by walking 10,000 steps. And I'm going to talk more about that in another video. But so yeah, the whole world is going digital. And the tokens, the reason why it's going to take over stocks and money is because we live in a global world, okay? We need to be able to move value around faster, liquidity. And these tokens offers you a way to transfer value between people in a global world much easier, much faster than normal fiat money, euro, USD, just traditional money. And stocks also, they're slower. And the cool thing with these tokens is it also gives a person incentive to do something, because they can exchange this token to real fiat money if they want, and then they can pay for it. So that's basically just a quick overlook a little bit about that. And right now on coin market cap, which is a place where you can see the top coins right now in cryptocurrency. We soon have 2,000 coins listed there, or tokens, or you can call them cryptocurrency as well. It's basically digital value. And in this video, I want to talk about a search engine, a new search engine that want to compete against Google. And they basically want to pay you tokens for when you're searching, when you're using that service. So this service is called Presearch. And right now you can basically be paid because it's a beta program. This is basically how it looks like. So each day right now you can get paid 8 tokens per day in the beta used by searching for something. So for each search you get 0.25 pre. So if you search 4 times, just as you would do with Google, like real searches, then you would get 1 token. And you can get 8 of these pre tokens per day basically. And that is pretty cool. So you can see that I have at the moment earned 89 pre, but I've been kind of lazy. So basically, if I go look at this token on coin market cap, you can see that it's listed. So this is basically how it looks on coin market cap. You can see this is basically the token that you get, and right now it's worth almost 10 cents. And you can see the volume, how many are being traded per day, the circulating supply, and 1 billion is going to be the max supply. You can see the market cap. You can see it has a rank of 254. So you can basically earn, as I said, there are 8 of these per day just by doing simple searches. It's not anything complicated, and you can just type it in here, and I've done my 8 today basically. So if I search for cats, I can just search for it. I hit enter and it's going to search for Google here, but you can also search with Amazon, Etherscan, DuckDuckGo, Wikipedia, Facebook. You can search for on Twitter, LinkedIn, Presearch, and YouTube, and there's even more you can customize. So right now, is because it's worth around 10 cents. That basically means, or 9 cents. That basically means if you do these 8 search, or 30, I think it comes down to like 32 searches per day, and you see a little pop-up when you do a search that you have earned .25. If you do these per day right now, 8 pre-tokens, that's basically right now around 70 cents or like 75 cents that you just earn by you searching like you would do on Google. So what's going to happen is all these companies, like every single company, to attract users, because the real currency in this age is attention, right? Attention is the real currency in time, because time is limited, but especially attention is actually the real currency, because if a company has a lot of attention, a lot of users using something, then they can get a higher valuation. So these companies can give out these tokens that has a value that can be listed on an exchange, and then you can basically get sell those tokens eventually. Now these tokens you can only sell after you have reached 1,000 tokens. So it's gonna take, I think, around 4 to 5 months, but I think it's around right now $25 then per month. So I think when you reach around $80 in the current value, or maybe $90, then you can basically cash these out. So I basically will have my affiliate link in the description of this video. And the cool thing with that one is that you basically get, I think, 25 free tokens, 25 free pre-tokens. So that's around $2 just by using that link. You don't have to use that link, but it would be nice. You can also just go to Presearch and sign up. But also, if you use that link, I'm gonna get 25 pre also in when you've earned 100 pre, which is gonna take around if you earn 8 per day, it's not gonna take, I think it's gonna take a little bit more than a month. Yeah, and when you've been active for 60 days, I get 25 pre. So you basically get 25 free pre tokens, and I get 25 free, another 25 free pre tokens after you've been active for 60 days and earned 100 pre tokens. So something I want to say here is that the future is basically a win-win world. That basically means that when everyone owns these tokens and are on these blockchains, and when people own the same cryptocurrencies, when they share something that's similar, it's going to be a more win-win world. So if your friend is winning, or if your friend is owning the same token as you want him to win more, because that's going to increase the value of that token, and we're creating a more connected world, we're creating a more win-win world, which means it's kind of like a shift from this scarcity mindset that the old platforms works. For example, Google, that you search, you don't get any value, nobody's paying you. Facebook, nobody's paying you. Twitter, nobody's paying you. Instagram, nobody's paying you, but they're serving you ads. And these new platforms, they're not going to serve you, or some are going to serve you ads. Actually, Presearch has a program where with the tokens, people will basically be able to advertise on that place. But that's just because this is a search engine. But for example, with Steam, it's a place where you don't see any business ads from some external third party, but everyone owns the same Steam token and everyone is on the same side. So it becomes more of a win-win system and less kind of spammy, scammy feel. And that's kind of cool, because a big problem in the world is trust. Actually, trust is one of the hardest things to build up. But I have noticed, for example, on the Steam blockchain, that these tokens help to build up real relationships, because when you're sharing something every day, these tokens, and when you're constantly sharing them, you're creating a stronger bond between people. You're creating real online relationships because you're sharing something intimate. You're sharing these tokens, cryptocurrencies, that has some form of value. And that basically means you're sacrificing something real, which makes it so trust can be developed. So this Presearch is used like an early version. They're just experimenting with how they can compete against Google eventually. But it's exciting to see. It's exciting to see. It's basically a new paradigm shift, that you're going to be paid in tokens for everything that you do. Eventually, you're going to get paid every second for everything you do, because everything has some form of value. Because when we are bringing out these cryptocurrencies, we're creating abundance. We're creating more abundance, because actually it's just ones and zeros, and most people are going to hold them, which means that nobody's usually selling everything at the same time. So there's always a buyer and a seller, and there's always opportunists, and it's cool when everything gets digitized. It makes people also feel more abundant. It makes people feel like they're being less used when they're getting something in return for their time. And we're basically going to see the big players eventually come into this space. Probably Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, every service is probably eventually going to have some form of token system, because, I mean, you have value basically. There is some form of value on each person for their attention, and the companies are going to have to bid to get your attention. We're already seeing this in the Google Play Store, for example, with with certain games you download, you can watch an ad and get some gold, right? And that's just the beginning. Eventually, you're gonna watch an ad and you're gonna get some cryptocurrencies that's gonna be liquid, and you can basically share it with other people and share that value around, and value that basically has a real use case, right? Has a real use case. Like when you can buy food with it, then you know like, oh my god, this is the real deal. This is a paradigm shift. This is going from a scarcity paradigm where you didn't get paid to do stuff on the internet to a win-win paradigm and an abundance paradigm where you basically get paid for everything that you do. And you start to feel that, wait a second, I have value. And you start to become more conscious about that every single second right now on the internet, if you go to cryptocurrency blockchain platforms, there is some way to get these tokens. And these tokens usually has some form of value. They are on exchanges. There are people trading them every day, and it starts to become mainstream that it becomes more open for regular people to dive deeper into this. So if you basically want to start off easy with cryptocurrencies and research this more, I recommend you try this out with Presearch. I mean, it's just simple. The searches that you did on Google, you just do them on Presearch. So for example, I have it on my Firefox browser, and it's basically just a plugin that you can download for Firefox. This is basically how it looks like, and it's just easy. It can you start off as a home page, and you just search the regular stuff. If you, for example, instead of going to YouTube and search, you can just tap on this one and you can just search here, and it's gonna open up YouTube basically. So, oh wait a sec, look. Okay, that's kind of cute. So I had cats inside of there, and it just searched for cats. So yeah, you can just go to Presearch. You can just go to there and sign up, but then you're not gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get the 25 the 25 free pre tokens. So I got my friend to sign up, and basically she asked for a referral link, and I was like looking at Presearch, and I was like, is there a referral link here? Refer a friend? Yes, I found it. And then she used that basically, so that was kind of cool. And then I thought, wait a sec, I might just do this video on my new YouTube channel and show it to people, because it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. And I'm probably going to do a video on a bunch of other stuff, for example, the ActiveFit token, how you can get in on that, and get some nice upvotes just by walking 10,000 steps a day. You just download an Android app on your phone, and you get paid out in both Steam currency, and you get these ActiveFit tokens, which is actually not listed on an exchange right now, but Smart Media tokens comes in 2019, and I'm probably going to talk about it then. But yeah, quick video here talking about Presearch. Remember, this is like easy to do. You just do regular searches, and instead of doing them on Google, you do these 30 plus searches a day on Presearch, and you basically get tokens a day that actually has a real value. So 70 cents a day by just searching, and it's cool. Yeah, have a great day, YouTube, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video. This is just the first video about cryptocurrency. I'm gonna do so much more because I love this. I love this. Yeah, bye bye.